Hi guys. For today's read, we're going to be discussing how gullible you are, or, how likely you are to get played. Will you be getting played in the future? Have you been constantly played in the past, and why? And feel free to fast forward to the pick a card so you don't have to hear the schmale. Just because I feel like even though I'm young, I still have enough weird life experiences that could possibly help other people out. And I feel like this is one of those topics where it's like, maybe some people don't know about these little things. And I feel like if I could help you, or help you catch these things sooner, or maybe not experience them at all, beautiful. That's amazing. So there's like these little things I've learned along the way, either by being played myself, or by being friends with players, or by seeing the boyfriend's friends be players, like the boys group, when they have those shitty group of fucking shitty people who think they're the shit and they're just shit. I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced that, because I've only gone through that only once, thank God. Oh my God, because that was terrible. So I'm just gonna get right into it, and hopefully my experiences will help you avoid or learn from. So I feel like where I learned a lot of the player ways, okay, and first off, I just want to help you understand something that I feel like needs to be understood. Players truly only play themselves. And I'm not just saying this from like a place of hurt and resentment and anger. No, literally, these are unevolved people. And I'm saying this because usually 9 out of 10 times they're narcissists. They're unevolved in the sense that they're only in touch with ego. They're not in touch with their soul, who they really are. So they don't know what they want out of life. It's the truth. So you have that player who really is just out there banging everyone and anything because they don't know what they want. They don't even know themselves. They think they do, but it's like only ego. And then you have the other player who's been scorned. Their ego has been burned by the one that got away, the one they believe that has got away. But 9 out of 10 times, ironically enough, and this is their karma within itself from being a player, the person that they're in love with is a player themselves. They're either a hoe, or just someone that's using them, or just someone that knows that they got them like that. And for some reason, these players can't seem to get over it, because it's, to them, the one that's gotten away. And you know why they think like this? Because they're usually unevolved. Sorry, but the truth hurts. This is literally what it is. So I think back to all my past experiences, and when I shit you not on everything. Every person I've ever been with, I think only 2 out of all of them were not over somebody. Okay, now let me explain a little further what I mean by that. When I say they were not over somebody, I mean they were literally still in love with an ex. And it's not just like the ex, it's like the ex, Usually guys have like this pyramid, right? It's the pyramid of exes. Hey, what's up? So it's like at the top, it's like the one that they feel has gotten away. Okay. And then there's like the one they connected with, and then there's like, whatever, the other people that they remember for whatever reason. So when you're with the unevolved person, you're with the player, the person, and when I say player, the cheater. I'm trying to say the cheater, the one who has no intentions of moving forward with you, or even if they do, it's like they're kind of just with you to possibly heal themselves, possibly not to waste time, but to be occupied so they're not alone during that hurt. That's what I mean by healing time. You may meet these people during a phase in their life where they're coming out of a breakup. They don't know what's going on in their own life, so they just try to keep busy. Really, it's really the same energy, just in a different type of scenery. Same goes for players. They are literally the same fucking character, just being played out in different roles. Like, there's nothing different about any of these guys. They want to act like they are, but it's like, you could probably take a fucking number in the back of that line to my shit list and you're no different. So true. They all share the same fucking narcissistic traits. So usually with these players, they are scorned. They're hurt by the one, you know, because that one has hurt their ego, has hurt their pride, but they don't realize that because, again, you're dealing with an unevolved person. So these people don't understand their own feelings. These people are still hurt. They need to fix what's been broken because they feel like there's something to put together there. And it's like, no, if you were to even attempt to put it together, it would be like a broken fucking vase, a glass vase. And if they were to put it together, it would just be duct tape over here, a piece of glass missing over there, and just a random hole, and it would just look like shit. But they don't get this because it's just like they're just trying to fix their ego. They're trying to fix what's been broken. And I mean, many of us do this with other things, right? Like the ones with mommy daddy issues, we try to fix this in other ways. The ones with friend issues, you know, boyfriend issues, like it's not like they're alone in this, but it's just like they're alone in that, in a different aspect, with the player way of being not in touch with self and understanding why they are doing the things they're doing. So they're just going around hurting people, not wanting to take the responsibility of the pain. Instead, they want to look at it in an egotistical type of way. Again, unevolved, so it's all ego. Yeah, they're not over me. They still want my dick. And it's like, no. No, not at all. But, you know, you can't explain this to a narcissist because narcissists are in their own delusion. Like, literally, it's all fucking delusional up here. Because they're not in touch with this, okay? So, player 101. God, there's so many ways we can go about this. So, I would like to think that the people... I mean, I don't know the age group here, but I can only give you my past life. I mean... life experiences from the past that can make you spot things that maybe you never even thought of. The first thing that's coming to my mind is the phone. The phone is a really good one. So there's a few different ways that players will go about the phone, and I love it. It's always interesting how they think they get you, but they don't. So just to let those know who are not aware of this, there's a thing called the calculator app. And so if you have access to your person's phone, I'm going to assume if you're watching this, you're single, so maybe this will just help you in the future. The calculator app. So it's basically you'll just find a second fucking calculator in the phone. And you have to enter a passcode to get in. And once you get in, you may not like what you see. There could be pictures, hidden messages. You know, so there's going to be levels to this player. There's like the really... ooh, you're not that good of a player. And then there's you're kind of good, and then there's you're good, but not good enough, because they always get caught. So the unevolved player will have this app. It's stupid, because it's like, why do you have two calculator apps? You know, technically they can get away with it because, one, you either don't go through the phone, or two, you're not thinking much, and they'll probably come up with some bullshit excuse, because that's another thing players do. They're really good at just thinking off their fucking feet. They'll just give you something, but sometimes that's where they mess up. They give you something that just doesn't make any fucking sense, because they just, you know, they gotta act really fucking quick. So the calculator app, you want to look out for this. Usually it's the passcode that you need to get into the iPhone, because they're not that smart up there. So What else? What else? What else? Oh, the phone. Okay, so then you got the one that's kind of like up their game a little bit, but not that much. So let's just say this is the phone. It'll be hidden, you know, obviously that's a red flag, right? If you got to turn it around. Or another one, this is what I mean by a little more up. They've upped their game a little bit. If they've changed their settings. So it's like the phone could be down, screen could be up, and you're like, okay, so this person has nothing to hide. You're feeling good, you're feeling confident. You're like, okay, this is the one. And it's like, no, Becky, no. Their settings are changed, especially if you're noticing the phone isn't going off when you guys are together. The phone isn't going off. You may be thinking, well, maybe the phone's just not going off. Okay. That could very well be the case. But then another thing comes to mind. How often do they communicate with you when you guys are texting, speaking? Are they a fast texter? So they're always on their phone. Okay. Brings me to the next point. Are they on their phone when they're with you? So this is a really good one. A lot of people aren't aware of this one. So, I remember this one guy. Fucking loser. Sorry. I digress. He was my boyfriend's friend at the time. And he was one of those fucking... I think I learned all my player tactics from him, actually. When I say tactics, I mean like lessons, like what to look for. So I thank him. So he had this beautiful girlfriend. She was beautiful. I didn't like her though, because she was the cool girl. You know who the cool girl is? She's the cool girl. She's got to fit in with all the guys because she's the cool girl. You know, and it's like the cool girl doesn't fucking exist. She just doesn't. You know, some of us try and it's like, fucking stop it. You're fake. So she was the cool girl and she was good looking. His phone was never out. Never out. It's, you know, I don't know what year this was, but let's just say it's 2022. You know, like if this person is constantly texting you right away or constantly communicating, constantly calling, so they're constantly on their phone. Do you think the world stops when they're not with you? Like they're still on their phone, but now all of a sudden they're with you and they're not on their phone? We're all on our phone to a certain degree. Now, here's the problem with this. If you speak up about this and you're like, so you're never on your phone, like you try to make a joke about it, they're going to be like, oh, so you getting all my attention isn't good enough. You know, it's like they're going to spit something out right your way really quick. And what they're going to say is going to make you feel bad. You're going to be like, oh my God, no, I like your attention. Give me your attention. You know, and it's like, it's manipulation is what it is. You're being manipulated. Their settings could be changed if the phone isn't going off at all. Or this is a doozy, because this will get you going. This will really confuse the fucking shit out of you. If so far you're like, okay, well the phone's out and like I've been on the phone. I would ask you, how have you been on the phone? Like, what do you mean you've been on the phone? Like, are they giving you the phone and specifically putting something in your face for you to see? It's kind of like the trust game, right? Like to make sure you're obedient, you know, and you're not going to do some crazy ass shit and go through their phone. So when you're on the phone and there's no text messages coming through, no phone, like nothing, no notifications whatsoever, that could be a red flag. And I don't want you overthinking the situation, but if it's every time you're with this person, the phone isn't going off and it's like no notifications are going off, the settings have been changed. And you may be thinking, well, maybe that's because of work. How many fucking excuses can you possibly make for this person? And I mean, and yeah, common sense needs to play a huge fucking role, right? You're only coming to these assumptions if other things aren't adding up between you and this person, right? So just obviously use some common sense. If everything's going great with this person, then you don't need to overthink the whole phone thing. Not at all. You're only getting to that point if shit's going on or shit's not adding up. 2 + 2 = 4, but they're trying to tell you it's 3, you know? Because these players love to talk. They fucking love to talk. They love to talk a sweet game. But they're not sweet themselves. So this girl, She dated this guy, I think 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years of her fucking life. I think we were in our late 20s at this point, or mid 20s, 26, 27 as a woman. I think towards the end, I don't know, I was already out, thank God, oh my God. But they ended up together. He was cheating on her the whole fucking time. Literally cheating on her the whole fucking time. He was such a dirty fucking piece of shit. Oh my God, I think about it, I'm like, and that's another thing. You may be thinking, and you may be a little bit shallow and think, well, I'm like really good looking. Like this person doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. It just doesn't. Because a player has one thing on their mind, and it's not your looks. It's part of it. It's part of the equation. There's a whole fucking equation to this. It's just one of the many parts. Unfortunately, that's not the main part. That's the part that like gets them in. That's the part that's like, ooh, I like what I see. Like a child. But it's only one of the components. It's the unfortunate truth. Let's see, what else? If they have a problem giving you the phone. Now, you may be thinking, Sunny, privacy. I wouldn't even want them looking at my phone. Okay, that's great. Again, you have to use common sense when it's coming down to this. If you're even thinking about the whole phone fucking topic, about going through it, shit's not going well. I could tell you that right now. So, if let's just say you guys are at that point in a relationship where it's like, oh, can I see your phone for a second? Because my phone is dead. And they're like, because that's usually when you get them. They usually need another second or two with their phone. And then they just like try to pretend like they've been on their phone, or like they need to make sure the volume's up for you. It's like, that's usually the key indicator too. You've caught them off guard. They didn't see it coming. And then they'll usually stay in the room with you to make sure that you're just doing exactly what it is you said you do, and that you're not acting crazy. Because crazy means you're on to something. They don't like that. What else? How else can I help you? If they're talking about commitment really fucking soon, like really quick, no. They're telling you pretty little lies. Again, there are people out there. I need this to be like crystal fucking clear. Everything I'm saying, you must use common sense. There really are good-hearted people out there who are talking about marriage right away. And literally, that's truly in their heart. Or maybe their phone settings are off because of work. All these things, like these could truly be true things. I want you to, this is when shit's not going right. And not just in your head, but actually like in front of you. It's something's wrong. You could smell it from a mile away. Ooh, brings me to the next point. The ex. Okay, so I love this one. I'm really good at this one because this is my thing. This is like my specialty. It says, fuck me over, all over my fucking forehead, while you're still hung up on the ex. The ex that's fucking other people. So this one's a doozy, because this one's this one's close to their heart. It's like, if you catch them on this, you've touched a soft spot, and they don't like that shit. Okay. First red flag. If they're talking about her, you may be thinking, no shit. No, this is not what I mean. If they're talking shit about the ex, not only is that, they're not over her, and they may be talking to her. Second thing, even if they're not talking about her, are they comparing you to her? How could you know this? How would you know? If they're asking you odd questions where it kind of feels like a fucking interview, and the interview isn't even coming in naturally, it's kind of awkward, like the random questions that come in, like, oh, I bet you're like this. Or, this is a good one. This is how you know. When you know they're so blatantly bringing up a story about their ex, but they're not like bringing up names or who this person is. They're just like, they're trying to play it off as if like it could be a friend that's a girl, but it's like, It's not. If they're bringing up a story like, yeah, don't you think it's crazy when girls do this, blah, 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 blah? They're comparing you. They're comparing you. And I want you to know. And when I say they're comparing you, they're literally thinking about all the things that go wrong between them and that person that they've never gotten over, or the person that they run back to, you know, every time they just, hi, I'm here. And they're like, okay, huh. Because this time will be different, right? That's how the line usually goes. So how they they try to feel you out. They try to make sure, because usually here's the other thing, players, because obviously if we're talking about all this, you guys are past the fucking zone, right? It's like, it wasn't just a fuck. So it's like, maybe this is going somewhere. You'd be right. Maybe it is. As long as you are very similar to the ex that they've never gotten over. What? I know, crazy. Again, the unevolved individual who doesn't understand themselves. If you were to bring this up to these people, they'd be like, I'm not doing this. That's not this. I promise you. And you know why? Because they're unevolved. They don't realize they're coming from ego because they've been hurt. I could tell you right now, my first boyfriend, God, the fucking Pisces. No offense to my Pisces, but it's just like, he's convinced I scorned him. I hurt him. I didn't do that at all. I mean, yeah, technically I hurt him because I didn't want to be with him anymore. So he's one of those guys to this day where he will never treat a girl right. He's that guy. You know, he's the total fucking opposite, where it's like he will treat you like dirt and shit because the one he loved got away. And it's like, ugh. That's terrible that's how you're living your life. You're so unevolved that it's a shame, because he's a Pisces. He's intuitive. He has so much fucking potential. But it's like, you're so fucking butthurt about like that not working out, that you're subconsciously not over this at all. But if someone were to bring up my name, you'd be like, fuck that bitch. And it's like, you're kind of affected to this day by it, but you're not aware. There is a whole deep level to these people that they have not reached upon themselves, because if they did, they wouldn't be doing this to other people. You don't have to get under people to try to get over people. And that's usually what these players are doing. It depends on the age group too. You know, usually younger 20s. There's a whole system. I've been burned quite a few times. And I want everyone to be super crystal clear. Not everybody is a player. That is not what I'm trying to get across here. This video is specifically for the people who think they may be being played, or they're constantly being played. And it's like, how do I get out of this fucking repetitive cycle? And it's like, maybe this will help you. Maybe these are things, red flags that you're seeing that you're not knowing are red flags. So early 20s, I'm going to say they probably haven't met that person, but they could have. They could have been that Pisces-like person where it's like their first love that got away. You know, it really depends on, oh my God, well, unless you get the time of their chart, their natal chart, but their moon and their Venus, you know, like I think about like, oh my God, the one crazy one. Oh my God, he was so fucking crazy. This one, obsessed with his ex from high school. This was like the first love, again, the one that got away. And it's like, nobody knew this. Nobody knew that he was still hung up on her. It was only me. Like right away, I picked up on it. And you may be thinking, well, why would you stay with this person? Because it sounded too batshit crazy for my intuition to be true. You know, these people, the two people, they hadn't been together in over 10 years. To me, that's not logical. My logical brain is like, yeah, this is probably all in my head. I'm probably just being that insecure, crazy bitch. And then I would tell my friends this. Again, this was at a time in my life where I depended on other people. I thought other people knew more than me. And I would always go back to these two best friends of mine. I'd be like, he talks a lot of shit about this girl. She seems to come up like randomly. I think he's still in love with her. And they'd be like, Sonny, when was the last time they were together? And I'd be like, 10 years ago. They'd be like, you're crazy. And I'd be like, okay. towards the end of that relationship, I finally got my craziness confirmed that I wasn't crazy. I ended up calling him out on it. And you know what? I got peace of mind by saying, yeah, I never got over her. I'm looking for her pretty much in every girl, and I can't find her. And all I could think to myself was, you fucking idiot. The girl literally, you know, no offense to my Virgos, because I love Virgos, but like, very sexual, very horny. She was a fucking hoe and a half, literally. Just like, and that was their relationship, always cheating on each other. You have this person here who is literally making your world, like turning this person's world upside down, leading them on like such a, what's the word I want to use? Just like getting them in the direction they should be in. But that is trying to change someone. That is literally, when I look back at that relationship, I'm like, that person, we did not have like this, like he liked the idea of my thoughts and where I wanted to go in life, and he loved that. But doing the actual work behind that was exhausting. And because he didn't like doing the work, it made me into that woman that was like, are we doing this or not? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it totally flip-flopped and ended up doing this controlling thing. And that's why you got to get on the same page with people with these important questions that we should be asking. So, turned out he never got over her. My hunch was right. But I ignored that hunch because I was like, oh, that doesn't make much sense. But here's the weird part about life. Sometimes we go on these paths because they look and make more sense, right? So I picked up on this energy of him not being over this chick probably, I think around the 6th month of us dating, okay? I was with this guy for 3 years. And I think back to that, I'm like, oh my God, did I turn into that crazy bitch around that time? I'm like, no, that was the honeymoon phase. Like I was this extra lovingly giving ass woman, that divine feminine energy. Do you need anything, honey? I'm here for you. Do you want to do this together? Do you want to do that? What do you want to do? What do you want? What you. When you do that type of energy, it's not really divine feminine energy, actually. It's imbalance. When it's all about that person, they take advantage of that and they don't respect you. Because it's like, where is my life? It's all about that person. So this was around that same time frame where I found out he had reached out to her, congratulating her on her engagement. That is like that typical ex text where it's like, Merry Christmas. I just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I just you know, like some people may be okay with that. I don't understand that, and that's okay. It's not meant, it's literally, I'm not meant to understand that in my chart. I don't want to. It's not for me. Sometimes you're meant to travel the path that doesn't look like it makes much fucking sense, because it actually does make sense. It's your intuition calling. If I had just listened to that random download I got where it's like, he's crazy and still in love with this chick who's a hoe, I would have been like, ooh, zing out. And oh my God, I could have saved my time. Honestly, I really have no regrets with any of these relationships or connections because they got me to where I needed to be. And I'm so, I want you to do Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm literally so fucking grateful for them. Are they grateful for me? No, not at all. I don't care. I don't need that. I'm so happy that these people have taught me my worth, my self-fucking worth. I see now and get confirmation on these things where I'm like, I always felt like I was giving and not understand why am I not getting back. And it's like, because somewhere along the lines, people lose respect for you. You know, the brain is fucking crazy what goes on there on a subconscious level. If I were to tell these people these things, they'd be like, the bitch is crazy. I don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, because you're probably still fucking unevolved, Ricky. You know, like, there's no Ricky. Anyway, so at the end of the day, the best advice I can tell you, truest, like, thing ever, is that it really isn't you, it's them. And it's really hard to believe. I know, like, just as a fire sign, it's like, this is my life. This isn't a joke. And it's like, okay, I hear you. I hear you, little one. But it's like, if you understand, like, truly understand these people, and like, if we could like open up their heart and see what's in there, these people, these players, you'd be there with a flashlight. You'd be like, hey, I'm just coming in to peek on it. And they'd be like, hey, I'm here too. I'm trying to figure this shit out because I don't know what's going on. But yeah, you don't actually care for me, right? Because if you care for me, I'm gonna fucking run or treat you like shit. It's really, the choice is yours. But I'm lost as fuck. That's why I'm here, you know, flashlight. But you look like you're getting closer to me. Are you? I'll fucking run. You know what? I'm just gonna start running. That is what they do. So it's like, even if they're not really running, they're running away from you in some kind of way. Sometimes players can be dirty like that too, and they'll fucking stay with you, and that shit will turn into boyfriend, girlfriend, and it's like, low key, they're fucking doing you dirty behind your back, and you may not even know it. These are the signs. The biggest sign I can really, really give you is it equal? That is the indicator right there. And a lot of people hate the fucking truth, but it's like, if you are the giver, if you're constantly over giving and you're not getting that energy back, they don't care. And it's nothing personal. They're not meant to care because you guys aren't meant to be together. You're meant to learn from that person, and that's it. So, with that being said, I hope I've helped somebody out there who doesn't see the fucking signs. Okay, so I'm gonna roll some dice. I think I said pick a card, but I don't think so. All right, pile one. If these things resonate with you: Jupiter, 10, Taurus. Take what you want with that. 10, lucky number, 10th house placement. Jupiter, house of luck, planet of luck. Taurus, Venus energy, love, finances. Okay. Pile two, you resonate with Jupiter. 4, Gemini, Jupiter, 4, could be 4th house placement. All right. All right, let's start with pile one. How gullible are you? Neptune, gullible. Cancer, emotional, gullible. 5, change. Okay, how gullible are you? Water, 4, partnership, collaboration, shared vision. How gullible are you? Knight of Fire, adaptability, adjustment, camouflage. Yikes. But it's not a yikes. It's not. It teaches you. This is good. It teaches you how to love the right ones. I could be wrong. I'm just going off the intuition right here. Cancer, Neptune, 5. Okay, let's see. How gullible are you? I feel like I'm seeing the letter H. I'm seeing a ladder. You're climbing it, but it's like totally fucking shaky. Like, I'm nervous. It turns into a shaky path. A bunch of fucking logs, and it's like they're gonna fall. I feel like your eye, you can see this possibly, I feel like I'm seeing purple too. So I feel like you pick up on this, that it's like, you'll keep going at something, but you know it's, nah. I think you know you're gullible. And there you are, looking out the window. It's because you're looking for that nurturing energy. You want it so bad that you're willing to like move forward on it. Like you're willing to like make moves on it. So it's like when you see something or feel something with somebody, it's like, maybe that's what you're used to. Because I'm seeing your inner child come out, to be honest with you. I feel like that's the Cancer energy coming in. Something to do with like, so Cancer energy is like the moon. It's like mother, what is it, Gaia? Like mother of earth wants to just hug you and love you. And it's like you may want this so bad that you kind of get into la la land. Because I saw you in la la land first, and then I saw this like you wanting this. And it's like, that's fucking beautiful. See, that's the trouble within us as people, is that we're not wrong for wanting that. We're made to feel sometimes we're wrong for wanting that, because we're made to look at it as like we're weak. And it's like, love is scary. So if we're going for it, we're actually pretty strong. But you know, people don't get that. So I'm feeling that it's like, yeah, adaptability, adjustment, camouflage. It's like once you feel that connection, if you feel a partnership, a collaboration, a shared vision with somebody, it's like you don't want to give up. You don't want to give that up too easily. So you may adjust yourself, but it's like you see this person, like they're trying to like blend in with everybody else. It's not being true to who you are. So it probably never feels good. That's the truth. It's like you want this, and you can get this, but it's like you shouldn't have to change. If something doesn't feel good, that's your intuition kicking in. How gullible are you? So we did that. Oh, future talk. Are you going to get played in the future? 12, Jupiter, Capricorn. Earth energy, luck. 12th house placement is, okay, whoa, we got a lot of cards. Mars in reverse. Vitality, aggression, action. In reverse. Okay. 6 of fire. Warrior spirit. Warrior what? Warrior spirit. Determination. Virtue. 10 of air. Casualty. Unsavory action. Distress. Okay. So let me show you the card. So this came in reverse. Straightforward. Okay, so Capricorn's coming through because I see the number 4. So stability is what you're looking for. I'm seeing you wear something that resembles like what a knight would wear over their head. Seeing you look. I see the shape of a heart and tons of people around it. The energy I'm getting is taking advantage of it. I think an airplane just landed in and their stairs just came rolling out on the heart. And there's something small and purple coming out. Looking at the heart, the eye of the heart. And they're giving you the purple, the crystal ball in your eye. So you're intuitive. And all these crystal balls start coming out of your eye. And somebody takes something out of your eye so you can see more clearly. Ooh, but you are not happy. Ooh, fuck. I think because it doesn't go as planned. I think what I'm picking up on is that you have a few. You have a future planned out. You have a future played out. This is your warrior spirit, your determination. So it's like you have it specifically laid out in your mind. And you're determined. But I saw, yeah, even this chick in her eye, she's got that thing. What is that, cataracts? It's like I saw this person doing something like that to your eye, except it was taking, I guess, symbolically, like whatever you envisioned for the future out and like helping you see what the future actually is. So do you get played? Kinda, yeah, because it's like you have your heart set on something and this person kind of just like squashed your fucking heart. You know, they came in on a fucking airplane with the stairs rolled out for them like the carpet, and that shit landed on your, not only on your heart, but then your heart, and then it's like your eye was there. This was the casualty. You know what's interesting though? Jupiter's coming through. So somehow this is a good thing. It's not somehow. These are always good things. It just doesn't feel like it. I mean, does this look like it feels good? She's got a fucking blade up to her neck. That's exactly how it feels. #12th house placement is intuition. You intuitive ass bitch. Listen, whatever this is, okay? It's either your energy or it's not. Jupiter will take you to where you gotta go. So that's what I got for you. Trying to think if there's any other things. Narcissists will always turn it around back onto you. So with these players, it's like you'll catch them intuitively, like you'll just know what it was. But narcissists are just that. You'll go outside saying the sky is fucking blue and they'll be like, it's green. And you'll be like, no, it's blue. And they'll be like, it is so green. You are clearly fucking blind. And you'll be like, maybe it is green. They really get your head fucking going. That's the thing. If I can tell you anything else, it would be do not allow these people to play with your fucking mind. It takes an insecure person to play with another person's mind. It takes a secure person to like not do something as shitty as that. Like, why would you want to harm another human being? Because you don't know who you are? Again, unevolved. You're dealing with an unevolved person. Somebody who thinks they're a fucking celebrity. Fuck that. Out. All right, I hope that helped somewhat. All right, bye. Hi, pile 2. Okay, so we are going to roll the dice, see how gullible you are. 10, Aries, Saturn. This could be the 10th house placement, which is, excuse me, I don't remember. I want to say Aquarius. Partnerships? I don't remember. I'm not going to pretend I do. But yeah, you're gullible. You're gullible. How gullible is pile 2? I was just telling pile 1 this, and I want to say this now so I don't forget. Another thing to look out for with these players, because usually they're narcissists 9 out of 10 times, they will be so convincing in the things that they say that they will really get you thinking and questioning yourself. They are good at it. They're good at it because it's literally a mental disease. It is a personality disorder, being a narcissist. So they are so good at it that they could win a fucking Golden Globe. The sky will be blue and they will be convincing you it's green. And you'll be like, but it's blue. And they'll be like, no, you clearly need glasses. And you'll be like, fuck, maybe I do. Like, it'll be the most insane, traumatic time of your life when you deal with these people, because they really are good at getting in your fucking mind. Because it's a sad disease, and that's kind of the way you got to look at it for these people. Because it is a disease. Literally. I'm not kidding. Okay. Foolishness, anxiety, reluctance, in reverse. 7 of air. Okay. Is pile 2 gullible? The moon, Pisces energy, subconscious, indecision, critique, sensitivity. So it's funny because what's coming through is, I feel like this is why Saturn's coming through. Saturn's like structure. We understand, we've learned this before. And then I know the 10th house placement, I'm sure, plays into this. I don't remember it though. Aries, fire energy, but it's like foolishness, anxiety, reluctance in reverse. So it's like, you know something because you're not a fool, you know, but then you are the fool, which is also the Aries, because you're picking up on something that can't be seen. Is pile 2 gullible? Is pile 2 gullible? I'm seeing like the Fool in tarot, like somebody's arms wide out at the edge of a cliff, and like everything is bright but foggy. You can't see the ground below you. So it's like, ooh, and that's another message within itself. It's like your inner child just came in. So there's something with that. But there's a tree behind you. So there's the growth. But then it's all foggy, but you're feeling it. You're feeling it. You're picking up on something you can't see. So it's like I saw the cross. So it's like you're believing in what it is you are being shown. And you're a beautiful soul for that. This is why I hope to God, if I can get any message across with any of this, it's that don't bring this energy into the next relationship. Not everybody is shit. Not everybody is going to lie to you. Yeah, you may have experienced that a lot. This is my thing, but it's part of my journey. I didn't understand what self-worth was. These people have taught me. I am forever grateful for them. Truly. Literally. I'm so thankful for them. Oh, I didn't ask the fucking question. Hold on. Sorry, there was 2 questions to this reading. What's the second question? Oh! Are you going to get played again in the future? Pile 2. Oh! I'm not doing that. That was like coming off the table. North Node, Sagittarius, 11. 11. Is that the Aquarius house placement? Fuck, I don't remember. North Node. Okay, so destiny. I don't remember the 11th house placement. You're going to have to look it up. Sagittarius energy. Learning. Okay, learning. The philosopher. Did I pronounce that right? Ooh. Or are you going to get played again? Oof. Water, 9. Lyra, play, pleasure, indulgence in reverse. Oh. Knight of Air, skill, ambition, momentum, reverse. Ooh, this is a doozy. I don't know. Ooh. Let's see. Is pile 2 going to get played again in the future? Oh no. I'm seeing the number 8, which is Saturn. So either the lessons have been learned or you got another lesson to go. I'm seeing you walk down the aisle of a movie theater. And oh boy. There's people that are playing a role of like a thing where they have to go in a costume. So I see somebody in a costume about to go on stage. So I see you, you're kind of like dressed up. Like the vibe I'm getting is like Marilyn Monroe. Like a confident person. But the thing is, Marilyn Monroe, God bless her soul, but she was, not confident in real life. It was an act. So I'm wondering if this is where it's going. It's just I'm seeing so much light. So I almost feel like it's like symbolic of you stepping into like your destiny, your confidence. Yes, this is what's happening. It's like you're stepping into your power. It's like your gut feeling is now a crystal ball. So it's like there's no playing with that. So it's like you've learned to trust your intuition. I'm seeing a clock. I feel like you've paid your dues. I feel like I see you stepping over like, what is this? What are you stepping over? Ooh, that's deep. I saw you stepping over your shadow. I feel like this was your shadow and you were stepping over it. Like you weren't interested in this anymore. And this was a part of you. Like it's like you learned where you you learn through your experiences, and it's like now you trust the gut, but you actually trust the gut. I feel like there's a lot of people out there who say like a lot of spiritual shit, but they don't know what that shit means, like good vibes. And it's like, you're an asshole, Joey. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But like, you're actually doing it. Like you have no desire to go back to the old you. That's what I was picking up on. Like this is dead. I feel like, so we see play, pleasure, and indulgence. I feel like I saw possibly people being in costumes, trying, but it's like it doesn't work. So it's like people may try, but it won't work. I fucking love it. And now that I'm thinking of it, because I love 11, that's a spiritual master. So it's like, I just feel like you've paid your dues, to be honest with you. Let me see if I see anything else. I'm seeing like skyscrapers and you looking up and seeing what was definitely supposed to resemble. Oh my God, it's going further and further away. So I have to, it's messing with my eyes. I feel sick now. So I saw, I'm literally nauseous. What looked like the moon, you know, and the moon illuminates things, right? That's what the sun does. It, you know, gives the moon that light, and it's like, that's what lights up the sky at night. So it's like you're getting truth. You're able to see truth. And then I saw that the moon turned into Saturn, and it kept doing this. It was getting further and further away, which means it's like the karmic lesson has been learned. Konnichiwa. That's not what that means. Konnichiwa. I know. Please don't try to correct me. So it's like you've evolved. You've learned. You're growing up, and you're just gonna love. You're gonna love people for who they are. Okay, hopefully you guys understand my weirdness, but whatever. All right, I'm sending you love and light. Bye.